Hey guys, what is going on? Assassin here, back with another video. Today we are showing you guys how to get the elemental swords in the Citadelle de Morts zombies map in Black Ops 6. Yo, we are so close to 700 subscribers. We're about 650 right now. My goal is to hit 700 by the end of the year. If y'all could, please hit that sub, hit that like, push this into the algorithm. But with no further ado, we're going to get into the video right now. So for the first step of getting all of these swords, we are going to need a bastard sword for every single one of them. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go ahead and kill one of these zombies with the helmets on their head. They're going to drop a stamp, and we're going to take a stamp to each one of these statues in the main room, and those statues are going to give us a bastard sword with a specific name that lines up with a specific weapon. Now, the first one we're going to start with is the lion sword. So, we're going to get the sword, and we're going to go to this area over here by Speed Cola, and a bunch of different glowing parasites are going to spawn. You have to kill the parasites with the melee weapon, the bastard sword specifically, and stab the door while your sword is glowing after you've killed one of them. You cannot stack these. So after you've killed all 4 parasites, you're going to whack the door one last time, and it's going to put you inside of this area. Now, while you're inside this area, you're going to shoot the symbols on this pedestal in the correct order. And once you do that, you can pick the sword back up, and you will now have the lion sword. So the next one's a little trickier to get. It's the dragon sword. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our dragon sword up on this pedestal right above the stairs, above Juggernog. And once you do that, you're going to run to 3 bonfires where you have to collect dragon fire and bring it back to the sword. The first one is right on the bridge near Melee Macchiato. So what you're going to do is you're going to interact with it, and then you're going to run back and put it on the sword. The second one is down by Deadshot Daiquiri, next to spawn. So again, you're going to interact with it, you're going to run back to the sword, and you're going to interact with the sword. The third one and the trickiest one to get is on the side of Speed Cola, but down the stairs and inside of spawn. So the way I find to do this one is to interact with it, grab the fire, and you're going to run all the way back to the sword. You're barely going to have any health doing this, so be sure to not get hit by any zombies, and you're going to run straight there. You should be down to about 10 health once you get there, so you're cutting it really close, so be really careful when attempting this. But after you do all 3 of these fires, then the sword will be ready to pick up, and you will have the Caliburn, which is the dragon sword. This next one I find the hardest to get. It's the stag sword. So the first part you're going to need for it is a lightning rod that's going to be sitting right next to Deadshot Daiquiri. The second part you're going to get from shooting an electrical box near Speed Cola, and it's going to shoot a lightning zap all the way up to an antenna that's going to drop down another lightning rod. The third part you're going to need is yet another lightning rod, but this one's going to drop off of a random zombie. Good luck trying to get it, because this is the first game I've gotten it where it hasn't been round 30. So once you collect all 3 lightning rods, go ahead and take them up to a vase that's sitting next to Elemental Pop up by the bridge where you shoot the cannon. Go ahead and place all 3 of your lightning rods inside this vase, and it'll start a storm. You have to have your knife out for this. Not your knife, your bastard sword. You have to have your bastard sword out for this, and the lightning's going to strike your bastard sword and you're going to melee the vase. This is going to happen 3 times, but on the 3rd one the storm will stop. You should be able to place your sword in, and once you take it back out, it'll become the stag sword. The 4th and final sword is the Raven Sword. Now there are going to be 5 different artifacts that can spawn in the game in this room next to Stamina. Only one of them will spawn per game, and they all have a different pattern that you're going to use for the process of upgrading this sword. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the locations where they can spawn on screen right now. After you collect your artifact, go ahead and make your way to spawn. Come downstairs, and right across from the portal you'll see this weird circular looking board type thing. Go ahead and place your artifact and your Raven Sword inside of it, and you're going to need a specific combination, which I'm going to show you on screen a cheat sheet for right now. After you put in that combination, a portal will spawn on the ground and orbs will start coming out of the circular weird thingy. So, these orbs will damage you and they will chase you around. So you want to run over the portals or guide them to the portals. There's going to be one down there where you do the thing, there's going to be one on the base level near the bar, and there's going to be one at the pool tables. Once you fill all 3 portals, you can go back downstairs and interact with the circular thingy again, and your rave will come out of it and go into the portal and come back up, and you can collect your Raven Sword. Alright, and that's going to be it for this particular video. I hope y'all enjoyed and found this video useful. If you did, make sure you hit that like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Mass carnage! You're welcome!